Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to be playing some Chaos, some Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos. So 4-mana 4/4, I've been wanting to play this card for a long time, and I haven't really known how to do it. We're attempting it today. We're going full force to try to make this work. So 4-mana 4/4, you can pay a black to sacrifice it. We sacrifice a creature scry to you, or we can also pay 3 and tap it, exile the top card of our library. You may play that card this turn, so a little bit of card advantage. That's pretty nice. When you exile an online card this way, it deals damage equal to the exile card's mana value to any target. So the main game plan for this deck is get this on the battlefield, keep it alive for at least the next turn, hopefully multiples. We have expensive things in the deck so that if we pay 3 and tap it, even if we don't get to cast them, we get to deal 7 points of damage either to the face or just remove any target that we need to. And so having a bunch of cards that are in the 3, 4, 2, and like higher mana slots here is really powerful. We also get to scry if we need to try to make sure that, okay, we really need to hit 4 points of damage. We can scry to make sure we can do that, kill whatever needs to be killed. Life is good. This can be done at instant speed as well, which is pretty nice, although we won't be able to play the card, but being able to get the damage out of it, good stuff. So that's kind of the main game plan of this deck. We want to be playing stuff that's a little bit more expensive. We want to be playing things in this deck that make it work, but we also have to survive in this format, and the format's insane. So we have a little bit of ramp with Azusa's Many Journeys. This also gains us life in the early game, so we can be playing more of the expensive stuff later on. Just a little bit of life gain, a little bit of whatever, and it's good. And I also wanted to play the other Hidetsugu here as well to make sure that we had. First off, we're playing a little more expensive. So we're not wanting to play a lot of 1-drops or cheaper stuff. And so this destroys all tokens. This destroys all 1-drops. This is a really, really powerful card. I really like it. And so this is just a good thing for us to be playing. It's an extra board wipe for us when we have lots of other target removal. We have Meathook Massacres, we have Hidetsugus, then we have Bindings, Bloodchief's Thirst, a couple of extra ways to go damage towards face just to kind of close out the games with Hidetsugu potentially, but also just removal with all of that. And so I'm hoping that's enough with everything. But then the other side that we're going for here is that we get to just have lots of expensive spells. Our mana base actually helps out with that with the modal lands here. Being able to turn, Turntimber Symbiosis, just one of the most expensive. It's a 7-mana land for us, and if we ever top deck that, or if it's on the top here, Hidetsugu gets to go off. So the issue here is that, okay, if we have lots of creatures, we can sacrifice a scry. That is nice. We're still having to pay black mana for that. It's not super, super great for us. And that's where we need to have cards that also look at the top of their deck for us. And that's where Augur of Autumn is perfect for this. That's the reason we're going into green here, is we can look at the top card of the library anytime. Whenever, maybe on the beginning of our upkeep or whatever, if we just know that there's something amazing, like a 7 damage spell at the top of our library with us on the battlefield, we just get to look at it and get to see it all the time. I also had Ranger class in here for a little bit. If you get the Ranger class to the 3rd level, then you can also go off with that. But you have to have creatures that you're playing in the deck more than what we're doing. We just don't have enough creatures to make that very worthwhile. So Augur of Autumn is just the main way we get to do it. And then there's also just luck if we ever, we can also have luck, which is nice. We also have Saryth as a 1-of. We can just untap Hidetsugu to be able to do it 2 times in a turn. There's other ways to kind of untap. This was the best one I had, just also giving hexproof to keep Hidetsugu around on the battlefield for longer. Being able to, just go for the activate ability 1 time a turn, or maybe once in our turn, kill whatever they have, untap it so it's hexproof again in response to any kind of thing they're doing, be able to activate it again. We should have enough mana in this deck because we are ramping up with Azusas. We have extra lands in the deck because we're trying to make more of our cards be expensive. Binding Old Gods can also ramp us up, and there's just some fun stuff going on. Then we need to make sure that we are keeping them off of just really, really good plays that destroy our boards. Board wipes are really bad for us, so we have some discard. This also helps us get a little bit of value from Augur of Autumn, just having the Coven. It lets us play creatures on the top of our deck as well if we have a certain number of creature powers on the battlefield, whatever. We have Duresses to discard, Bloodchief's Thirst to get basically everything in the format. The only thing we don't really have is enchantment removal, except for the Binding Old Gods. Binding Old Gods can get everything, which is really nice. And that's basically the deck. We're trying to play a little bit expensive, but also survive in the format. Have a few big spells on the top end, Storm the Festivals, Turntimber Symbiosis, all that kind of stuff. Some big things here. I probably need to fill maybe an extra copy of Lolth or something just to kind of give us more on the top end. But the main game plan, get to Hidetsugu. I'm going to try to make that happen as best we can. You know what? We're going to go down 1 Azusa. 1 Azusa's Many Journeys. I like this card, but we don't need a ton of it. Let's go for 1 more Lolth and make it more expensive, but that's kind of the game plan. So that's the deck. Let's dive into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, up against Hazed Matt, and we have all of our colors. Life is good. We actually have double green for turn 3 for this. Hidetsugu if we need it. And then, yeah, all of the cards. Actually, this is like all of the best cards unless they have a bunch of 2-drops that are really, really devastating for us and going to kill us. And so we'll see how that goes. Hagra Mauling can get out tapped first here, right? Does that slow us down from getting to Augur of Autumn? Let's play this out, pass the turn. I may want to use this. I don't have any other removal in my hand right now, so good stuff. Ooh, that actually lets us play out the Mauling here potentially. Although we did find another land, so we're kind of good. Let's go for Rockfall Vale tapped here, pass turn. Down to 19. So I mean, Hidetsugu should be good against mono red, but looks like they're gonna have a little bit more of a mid-rangey hand. That's another reason why I want to hold on to this if I can. Another Rolling Vortex. I mean, they're dealing damage to themselves as well. We aren't able to gain life, but if we get to Hidetsugu and it survives, then we're kind of doing what we need to, right? So let's go Augur of Autumn. Take a Peekaroo at the top of our deck. Another Hidetsugu. Not really what we want to see. Yeah, and they have... Okay, just burn. Keeps one on top. Burn is fast. Burn is not good for us. We can potentially get some massive burn on our own as well here, but it still ain't great. No blocks. Down to 11. I think we just gotta go for the Hagra Mauling, but then we're not racing in any way. Azusa's Many Journeys next time isn't the worst. We're in trouble, guys. So play out Hidetsugu. I can't even trade off. I could double block and bring out another one, but we're not activating the effect anytime soon. Yeah, we were just a little bit too slow for this matchup. We found the way to gain life a little bit late. This is the card we needed for this matchup, and we drew it. We didn't have it in the opening hand. We don't typically run up against mono red. I also am playing in free play right now because I just want to experience different things, I guess. We're still just dying to this though. Yeah, so we have to block. There's no way we can survive even this turn probably, because they probably have burn. So, you know, do what we gots to. App resolve. Binding off the top is semi-interesting. Do I need to go for the gain 3 life here? They have Rolling Vortexes just to shut that down anyway, so I'm not sure that really helps us a ton. Play this tapped. Could play this out, play out another land that's also tapped, doesn't help us a ton. Yeah, let's just go for another Hidetsugu. We do kind of need a race. Let's go ahead and attack in. Binding off the top. I could hold off on our upstep here to use this. Get 4 points of damage to maybe kill something. So we're gonna hold off. Always put us up on our upkeep, I think, for this deck. Down to 11. Mono, okay. Damage to face, down to 6. Alright. Bloodthirsty Adversary. They didn't go for the play with fire. That's kind of surprising. Alright, so how do we survive? We know what's on top of our library. We have 4 points of damage there. I really want to play this binding though, right? I think I've kind of got to. We can also play a land off the top, and so we can do some other stuff here. So if we're down to 4, we draw another Augur of Autumn. Go to... Go to main. Kill a creature, have the ability to actually attack in. We're taking 2 here. They find a creature off the top, we're dead. But I can kind of pressure them pretty aggressively here too, though. So let's go Binding. I'm not sure if I want to go in the Whirling Vortex because them taking damage here is actually semi-helpful for us. But killing an adversary, hitting him with this, having a blocker for the other adversary, it requires them to top deck an amazing card here. But they could also just top deck some basic stuff and we're still in so much trouble. I think I need another land just to be able to do more things on the next turn. So yeah, we need to get that out. We're going to go ahead and attack in here. I can scry 2 if I need to as well to set up for my turn on this next turn. So they do block. Okay, they're keeping their life total high. Good play for them. That was smart. But so now we have 2 turns to go off with. It's on our upkeep, so we can kill them in response to these things going off. So they're down to 9. We know we have 3 points of damage here. Kumanu, what do you draw? How busted is this and how bad is it for us? Rabbit Batter is not terrible. Okay, so that's okay for us. Do I want to scry here is the question. I think we need to keep our creatures alive, right? Yeah, we can also just attack in. Hidetsugu kills 2 of their things. And their blocker and like all this stuff. So yeah, resolve down to, actually, how close are we to lethal here? So they are going down to 7. We have, oh man. All right, so we bring them down to 1 next turn. And then we can, if they don't draw anything amazing off the top, we have a shot. So draw here. Oh, okay. So then we have, there we go. That's it. That's what we needed. And I still have enough for Hidetsugu to get in with Augur of Autumn. So yeah, resolve. That's what we needed. I'm doing this before Bunny Gods can go off here to shuffle the deck. So yeah, Festival, 7 damage at your face. That is lethal just with Rolling Vortexes already anyway. Yes, we did it. Okay. Woo! Oh, that's cool. That is so fun. We were able to do the thing. And now with Hidetsugu, we can attack in and win right now, actually, because we get to kill the... Oh, yeah, so they went down to 3. Sorry, I was thinking they went down lower. But still, all 1-drops die. We get attack in with this Augur of Autumn. They die to the Rolling Vortexes. They should have waited there. Wait, is this beginning of their upkeep? Okay, yeah, so... They couldn't draw a card to still get damage dealt to us. So yeah, that was game. Sweet stuff. That was fun. All right, we get Poquito Burrito, and we have, I mean, slow lands, but we have a good curve here, so I'm pretty happy about it. Keep this. Dropping, I guess, a red source first, because that's what I'm needing. There's Azusa's many journeys as well. So, all right, so get this out for this one. Duress you. All right, we got to take a peek at this hand. Oh boy, oh boy. So this is only creatures, right? And I'm kind of fine with that getting hit because acquisitions could potentially come back with it. This restoration of Jaga is the ones I'm interested in. They have Jukai as well. So yeah, this is just Selesnya. I have token removal with this. I guess it's I guess the restorations is what I'm getting rid of now. I think I'm looking for an extra land so I can play Azusa's and Expert here. There it is. There you go. All right, so many journeys. Not going for the braid here feels a little bit awkward. I guess Expert can get better even on the next turn though, right? So let's go for a double green here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kill the creature. Naturalist die. Get on out of there. Pass turn. Gain some life. Get a creature they'll probably just get rid of with this. That's fine. Restoration. Hagra Mauling. All right. So removal. Removal's fine. Yeah, so discard. So now we need to find our own stuff. That would be amazing. So we're looking for top decks like Lolth or Hidetsugu. Stuff that lets us kind of keep getting card advantage, getting value, all this stuff, you know? All right, so most likely drew another land there. Although I guess they don't need it with this hand. Not going to play this one out. Pass turn. I mean, that means if we top deck Lolth, we can't play it, but... yeah, whatever. Ah, man, my shoulder. Hurts. Jukai Naturalist does have the life linkiness now. Yeah. This is where Hidetsugu is a little bit awkward. All right. Binding is pretty nice, though. So I can block a lot of what they're doing here. Circle of Confinement triggering twice is really annoying. So I can go for Hagra Mauling, killing the Weaver Harmony now. Let this flip. And we have Hidetsugu for all the tokens. Let's see here. Yeah, having this hitting both of our creatures could be annoying, but then Binding could actually be amazing with it. So maybe we go Hagra Mauling, just kill the Naturalists, force them to do that to try to clear up our board, then Binding, kill the Circle of Confinement, have this hit the battlefield, we get extra value. And then the only thing we aren't able to deal with is this, but we can find a way, right? So let's go ahead and do this now. Hagra Mauling, killing Naturalist. No attacks past turn. It's a 3/4, right? So yeah. So they're going to have to try to get rid of the stuff on our board. These guys can also just double block this. Of course, this will come back as a Saga first. Okay. They're doing exactly what we were hoping for and expecting. Copying the ability. We like the double trigger for this. Beauty miss. Yep. All we've ever wanted. All I've ever wanted. All right. Ooh. That's the way to get rid of this fella, right? So as long as we get up to 4, this will die. And yeah, so we need to find lands. This is a way to help us find that. So Binding the Old Gods. Get rid of the Circle of Confinement. Of course, this will turn around and they'll get extra stuff as well. This is fine. I want to try to go for this Meathook Massacre sooner than later. I might do it this next turn and just make sure I get rid of this Weaver. Wedding Announcement, yeah. So you get to draw cards here. Only attacking with 1. They're not going for the card draw. They're going for tokens. Perfect. That is so good for us here. Yeah, we'll just chump. The extra point of damage I don't think is going to be very useful. Hidetsugu by itself is pretty powerful right now as well. So holding off for the Massacre to be able to kill the Restoration is pretty sweet. So I'm debating if I want to do that. I could go Hidetsugu, see if they block with Weaver of Harmony. No, they just block here, right? So yeah, it's fine. Creates tokens. Getting extra tokens. All right. So I think the Hidetsugu... Man, we just gained so much life with the Meathook Massacre, though, as well. Ugh. Oh, the greed. We gain how much life? Yeah, we can't kill Weaver, so we just do this. Hidetsugu. Just consuming all the things, you know? They get to flip this one around as well. We're still taking a ton of damage. They have another Weaver. Man, come on. Let us top deck a flipping land here. Land, land, land. We have not hit a land in a very long time. That's not a land. Exiling graveyards. And we really, really needed to find the land there. Ugh, we can't really even block that well now. Dude, yeah, this has just been a little bit frustrating, not hitting the lands here. We've had so many opportunities to hit lands. So I can block and scry to try to find the land. I'm fine with my stuff dying. I think that hitting this to get to... I mean, I don't even get to kill these guys now because both Wedding Announcements were able to flip. And so, yeah, everything's just way too massive here. I have to be able to have 7 mana now to do anything useful. It's to draw a bunch of extra cards. Yeah. So this can sacrifice itself, so if they have any kind of removal, we can go off with that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's bad. Makes the token massive, yep. Yeah. We found a lot of good removal. We just weren't able to get it at the right moments. We were supposed to ramp more than we did. So we have to at least block here. And there's just nothing we can do. Killing one Weaver of Harmony with one of this, but then we're still too slow. Yeah, we'll just block like this, so... 2 blockers. Sacrifice and scry. There's the land, yeah. Man, just couldn't get to the lands, guys. Did I play out the Hagra Mauling? I guess that's the other thing. I could have, I think I used Hagra Mauling to kill something. Was that this game? No, I'm thinking of... Yeah, I might have done that. Yeah, because I exiled it, right? So... good game. Yep. Couldn't get there enough. Oh, man. So frustrating. All right. All of the ramp in the world. Yeah, I mean, interaction as well, right? So, I mean, if we don't find the 3rd land, this is super awkward, but... I said the 4th land. But, I mean, these guys are at least still pretty good. Gain life, have 3/3s on the battlefield. Swell stuff. That's the land that we were needing. Good things. So yeah, I guess what we're looking for off the top is another land or a 2-drop play. That's good for us. Do we just need to remove that? I guess, yeah, if we don't have the value for Azusa's Mini Journey, we can keep ramping up, trying to get to Storm the Festival. Yeah, that's only 6 mana. We can get there fairly soon. Potentially next 2 turns from now. Now the Naturalist. Do they miss the land drop? Oh boy, do they. Didn't find another land there. That would have been nice. Grab this. Storm the Festival's huge. I think I just want to go for the Abrade, though. Yeah, when I have the ability to kill creatures, if we're up against an enchantment deck, I want to save this for as many enchantments as possible. Do I play you out? I mean, we are kind of we're aggressive here. We're not going to be looking for board wipes at the moment. Keep your life total high. If it's Naya, then getting up to 26 life does help us quite a bit. And hopefully we find the land for Storm the Festival here. Circle of Confinement. I'm kind of fine with that. I don't think I play this just to kill this, though. We need to hold on to this binding when we can. That's a good draw here. That lets us have a chance for land here as well. Off the top. Yeah, and we got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, not amazing off the top there, but everything else was flipping awesome. I wonder if we should just be going a little bit more aggressive towards ramp here. Yeah, just gonna go for Storm the Festival right now. Ah, come on, deck. We have so many permanents in this. Oh, man. 5 deep. See, this is where I was like, maybe we do just need to have a little bit more ramp and have more planeswalkers, have more whatever else. Yeah, they have had so much removal. We're going to actually start pressuring their life total now, which is, you know, good. I think what we do now is we just go Inspiration, hit your face. We grab Containment Breach. And we grab one of our Augurs back. So we can potentially play a land right now. And there it is. And we go on red, so we can go for Play of Fire. And be able to kill Juke guys, be able to kill Weaver of Harmonies. All the things can be killed. Or just damage at face and get the Scry. A Lolth off the top is actually what we want. So, you know. Good things. Yeah, I'm probably going to save this for the creatures. There are enough creatures in this deck that this is going to be good against. Yes! Oh, it's bigger, darn it. I got all excited for a second there. So they have a chance to gain life. Do I just go for Binding here and kill that? Yeah, I keep pressuring life total. 80 way to keep them off of off of their creatures is better. Sorry, binding. Not doing what I'm saying I'm doing. So yeah, kill Catilda. Sorry, keeping them off of lifelink is what's really important here for us. Head in for 5. We get to actually change what's on the top, so that's nice. We have a chance to draw into something better. Oh, this is after draw, right? Yeah, after draw. Never mind. Oh well, still good. Lands are still good for us because we get to this second Storm of the Festival. Perfect. I mean, hopefully it's better than the last one, but, you know. Down to 9. We do have Burn. I'm liking how this deck is playing out. Like, this is working fairly well against what they are doing. Cammy. Kill you. Probably game over now. Buff one of our guys up. Thank you. Huzzah. All right, how much mana do we actually have here? We're fairly close to going off with it. Land, so I did shuffle. Lolth. Great, spiders, menacing guys against potential life gain is important. Throw some black, I think now. Swing in. Down to 4. Life is looking good. I would have liked to have that Lair of the Hydra just in case there was some sort of board wipe, but whatever. So yeah, only one blocker means spiders still kill. Getting to be able to untap all of our lands after Storm the Festival is pretty sweet here too, so we get some pretty fun plays. Yeah, we get to... Yeah, oh man, this is good. Ranger class, they have to at least have 2 blockers. Nothing with lifelink means that we're definitely winning. Wedding announcement. All right, so 2 blockers. I think that does keep them alive. No, it doesn't. Still just win, right? Everything has death touch as well. Yeah, good game. So yeah, we'll just attack in. I would like to go for the Storm the Festival there, but we just won too fast, guys. It's too powerful, too fantastic. All right, so we do have all of our colors. We do have a little bit of ramp. This is actually a pretty sweet hand. I like it. The only issue is we don't have double green for this Augur, but still good. So play this out tapped. We have, next turn we have Azusa's into play with fire. Hopefully kill something here. Just hitting face is also fine to get the scry. Hopefully dig for extra green source, right? Right. Azusa's, please don't have counterspell here. That would be frustrating. Siphon Insight. Top 2 cards of our library. They still are Hidetsugu's. Frustration, you know? That'd be bad. Fast turn. If they go for another Siphon Insight, we can also scry. It's only scry 1. They get to look too deep, so we don't really get to stop them from doing fun stuff there. Hitting land is very, very dire now, so scry, that does count as a land. Yeah. They're going to have lots of removal. That's like what their deck does, right? So these Azusa's mini journeys is pretty good. It's only good if I can have Augur of Autumn out though, right? So yeah, so we're definitely just bolting ourselves. And Augur, and it's going to die, but we get to take at the hand, take a peek at the hand. That's actually a good card against this matchup. I would love for Bloodchief Thirst to be able to do a bit more. So didn't kill beforehand. That means not removal? Ooh, man, I love being able to play lands off the top. So cool. So land off the top. And I would love to have the Hidetsugu go off there. Do I just want to kill this? We only get to play 1. I can only kill this or I can go for the rest. What does this one do? We're going to upkeep. Exile all the things equal to the number of counters that it's got. Good card. Let's take I'd rather take a peek here. We can Bloodchief Thirst on another turn. Try to keep him off the removal would be better. So they have something going on there. There's a negate. All right, now I'm going to go Azusa. Just something can stick on the battlefield for a little bit longer. Swing in, down to 16, pass the turn. Dodge a board wipe if they just have Meathook Massacres. Although, yeah, they shouldn't be able to kill this too easily. This is a really good card on the format. So in the format right now, this is pretty powerful. Whenever permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a counter onto this. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it has one or more counters onto it, you may remove all of them if you exile each non-land permanent. Cool thing here is that there's wedding announcements and everything of 3 mana less that is pretty busted. Oh, dang, curse you. 2 counters onto this now? Yeah, that's good. Another Siphon Insight, and they're gonna take our Storm the Festival. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating. We don't get to get that card now. Oh, come on. Arena's freezing on me. Oh, it's so dumb. All right. We were able to flip this around. All right. So I am back. I'm back. We're able to get back into the game. We definitely have to kill this Saryth. As I was saying before, though, this does... it's really good against a lot of things in the format. And that's a terrifying aspect of it. I don't want them to have another Siphon Insights. Another Siphon Insight would be bad. I don't know what ended up happening there because the game froze on me. All right, we get to go for Storm the Festival. We get to play the land out the top. It's beautiful. I could go for Turntimber Symbiosis and see if we can have something else there. We know something that's on the top. I feel like they're going to have another negate or a counter spell, right? We've already seen one negate. Let's see if they have any kind of interaction to this attacking in. This one at least just goes to the graveyard. Playing this one out is actually a way to search out for stuff. Memory to lose. Digs for a counter spell. Has to be negate, I believe. Yeah, Syncopate wouldn't do it with 1 mana up. Binding is interesting. Just having the ramp to be able to play it again is not bad either. So we go for this. This also ramps us up. I do want more of those just in the graveyard, I think. Or in the library. So let's just go land. Land does actually help us out somewhat here with our, getting to this, getting to whatever else. We're at 8 mana right now. Other attack creatures in control have hexproof when they're untapped. Come on, Hidetsugu. We can do this. I didn't see this red source here. Wait, was that my land that they played? Yeah, this is mine. Okay, so that's what they got off Siphon Insight. So they do have another card here, and I believe it's probably the Storm of the Festival. They're able to play it out here. Because they grabbed it when they were at 5 mana. I'm assuming that they would probably go for that. They're probably debating if they want to just hold off for Memory Deluge or go for that. Professor Onyx. Getting rid of our Saryth.
This is my favorite part. Watch the life essence fade.
Play land. Binding off the top would be amazing. That makes me not want to go for this Turntimber Symbiosis. Just to have another amazing removal spell.
For all the kindness.
So yeah, we'll just play this out. I mean, 4 points of damage, that's a 3-turn clock. We're going to hold off. Keep having removal. A Siphon Insight for them to find our binding would be brutal, though. But we also do just have pay 3 for this, get the extra Storm of the Festival. Land off the top, let's just go for Storm of the Festival. Like, there's a lot of really good plays we have right now. So we can play this as a land off the top. That is kind of cool. I think we just try to kill this right now. I mean, Turntimber Symbiosis is actually a good card in our deck. We're trying to dig for Hidetsugu. Being able to put the counters onto it, 3 additional counters onto things is pretty powerful as well. So, kill them. I am going to get this tapped. Yeah, Battlefield tapped. Another binding off the top now is beautiful. All right, perfect. Thing up fairly well. I'm surprised how little removal they've had. They've got to be playing like with being 4. No, they're not 4 color. That was my card again. But still, 3 color. I feel like Binding the Old Gods makes sense with Saryth. They're playing a little bit more expensive as well, so they have like Cooling Ritual, which is probably really good in the format as well. I like this deck. I feel like this is a good counter for a lot of other things going on in the format. We're just not playing what other people are playing. Take that, fool. Was that my Lolth? Ah, all my good cards. Stop it.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
All right. Ooh, that's a Hidetsugu off the top, which means Turntimber Symbiosis would let us find it. Going for Storm the Festival would let us get it for free and something else. Binding, just killing Lolth is not bad. I can kill 1 spider and double swing at Lolth, and that does it. But if they have any kind of counter spell, we're in trouble. Any kind of removal, we're in trouble. They haven't had it yet. So let's try that out. Binding the Old Gods again. Kill a spider. And then double attack at Lolth. And hope for no responses here. All right. Good. Good, good, good.
Traitors, all of you.
Not quite enough mana to be able to activate this right now as well. So, it's past turn. I really like being able to see what's on top of our library. That has been pretty fun. It does help out a ton to just kind of be able to plan around whatever's going on. I think I've undervalued this card just as a good mid-range play. Being able to know what we have off the top helps so much, and be able to play the lands off the top too helps us get just so much extra value. This has been huge. I like it with Azusa. Yeah, Meathook off the top is cool. All right, so go to combat, swing in. We haven't seen any kind of board wipe with their deck yet. They're holding on to 4 cards. They're holding on to Scry like crazy. Like I'm just debating how much I actually want to dig deep with this. We have a way to go digging for another one. Let's go Hidetsugu. Even if this does resolve and there is a board wipe, we get to sacrifice creatures and get a ton of Scry. We get to set up everything that we need to do, right? So like this is also just a really powerful card for the situation. It's potential lethal, especially with stuff on top. Yeah, we're setting up lethal just by the 4 power that it has as well. And so if they have any kind of board wipe, it's annoying, but we can at least sacrifice stuff so they don't gain life with Meathook Massacre. Life is pretty good. Do stop on our upkeep here, though. I don't think we're wanting our own Meathook Massacre. That is another way to win, though, with these augurs on the next turn. Like, swing in for 2, play Meathook Massacre on 3. That's 2 more points of damage. Force them to have another counter spell or something else going on there. All right. Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I wasn't, like, expecting that to come. They get to untap here. All right. They have to bounce this Hidetsugu, and they have to do it fast. So they need to play something this turn so we don't get to have a chance to untap with this, right? We have so much mana, so as long as we have enough things to play, we can go off, but they have lots of cards in hand as well. Witherbloom Command. Resolve. Do still want this. I don't really want this on the top here, but that is a way to get rid of the Hullbreaker Horror. Just playing this for a massive amount, like they can bounce it back to hand, but this is the issue of having real expensive stuff, is we can only play so many things on a turn now. Shigeki. Things in for 7. Yeah, life total is getting low. I mean, land off the top's not bad here. We do get to play the Hive for free. Inspiration off the top. All right, so we know that they have a land in hand. Like, how much stuff can they actually play here, right? Thinking I can't activate my emojis after the game is paused here. So going first from the festival, if they have one spell, we're still in bad shape. If they find multiple spells the next turn to be able to cast stuff, then we're in bad shape. Going for Augur. Igneous Inspiration is semi-interesting. Let's go Autumn, Augur of Autumn. Hidetsugu. Just playing out the Meathook Massacre naturally here isn't the worst thing for us. We have to gain some life. I can sacrifice my guys to get some damage dealt to face that way. Trying to think if I can scry into anything that would be really good off the top. I like the inspiration because we can keep casting it to get some damage dealt. Life total's so low now. This is the thing I'm thinking. I'm thinking I can swing in, deal 1 point of damage to this, maybe gain some life of it. Getting up to 4 is okay, but then we're tapping down. I think I just played this out on 0. I'm using up a lot of my black mana, but... Always a big but. As long as we can block the whole Breaker Horror. All right. Bounces that back to hand. We don't have the black mana to do this now. They're bouncing that, actually. Yeah. We know they have Memory Deluge as long as they can find one spell to cast off of 7 cards deep or their draw here, right? And they're also just countering this. Yeah. Yep. Have I played a land already? I think I have. So it's most likely game here. We'll wait and make them have it, right? They don't have any land stuffs. Oh, they do have Hauled and Storm Giants as well. Okay, that's the other way to go for it. Is just, but they can't do this and Haul the Storm Giants. Bounce one of our guys. Goodness. 7 deep. Free mana. I believe, yeah. I'm gonna let the game finish here. I'm not gonna concede. This has been a fun one. I like what their deck is doing. We found a Hidetsugu too late. I think that if we had gotten out earlier in the game, we could have pressured in a lot of different ways. If I had had a chance to get it out for it to, not be summoning sickness still, life would have been pretty good. Yeah, good game. And the game completely froze and crashed on us as well. I like their deck. That was fun. All right, guys. The stats are a little bit funky here because that last game it didn't count because the game was chaotic there. But we won 2-2. I don't remember if I was on the draw or play on the last one there. But ultimately, the deck is super fun. I had a blast with it. This deck is good. I was really blown away by how powerful Azusa's Augur of Autumn and Binding of Gods, like that combo was. Having Hidetsugu as the win con was really fun, but I think that just maybe one copy of this could be powerful. But maybe it's just going into a mid-rangey creature deck, a mid-rangey planeswalker deck on the top end there. I think that yeah, there's a lot of just good stuff out there. I think that the Wolf actually would be a pretty fun one to play with this kind of deck. Just have a little bit more removal, and then also Valky, the Tibalt as a planeswalker on the top end as well. Like Ren, Lolth, maybe Tibalt on the top end for just more removal, more card advantage value. You can maybe even play that as well there. There's some interesting stuff to do with this for sure. Maybe I should have gone for Valky as well. Valky would have been pretty decent. I like the discard. I think discard is a powerful effect, but it's one of those where it's only good. Like sometimes we don't have super powerful discard where I feel like Duresses were powerful here, but the acquisitions, it's only good if they're already a little bit low on cards anyway. Anyway, the deck was super fun. I had a blast with this one. The power of this deck is super powerful. Fine tuning definitely needs to take place, and we need to figure out what to do with that exactly. But I love that Augur of Autumn was allowed us to play our modal MDFCs off the top of the library as well, which is huge. Having Azusa's be able to play multiple lands can be pretty dang powerful as well. So having extras of these is super good. It was just fun. Yeah, I had a blast with this deck. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.